pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Right. Welcome everyone to the first meeting of the new year, January 7th, 2026. First time I've been able to say that. 2026. Okay, do we have a motion to approve the minutes of December 17th meeting?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion on the minutes? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Financial report and payment of the bills. We have a motion to approve the financial report.
So moved.
Second.
Motion second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Motion carries. Okay. The informative session was gonna happen next, but I'm gonna change the agenda a little bit real quickly, just in case any of our 2025 annual holiday decorating contest winners are here and they didn't want to stick around. So, each year, the town of Elkton asks, some of our residents if they want to, get active in the holiday spirit and decorate their homes. And, I just wish we had, with us having close to 16,000 people in our town, I wish that we have about 8,000 houses that were fully decorated, but, we don't, but, there is a lot of homes that are decorated and it's a very highly competitive, competition that we have, and I'm pleased to announce our winners. So, third place this year, and they will be receiving a 3 certificates from our 3 local businesses, $25 gift card from Pat's Pizza, a $25 gift card from Central Tavern, and a $25 gift card from Elk River. It goes to 110 Park Circle, Benjamin Morgan. Is Benjamin in here? Well, make sure Benjamin gets that. Our second place winner this year actually has 2 $25 gift certificates to Central Tavern, $25 gift card to Enzo's, and a $25 gift card to Elk River Brewing Company. Goes to 8 Pinehurst Court, Eddie Greer. Is Eddie in here by any chance? No, Eddie. All right, there's 2. And our winner this year comes with a $25 gift card to Pat's Pizza, a $25 gift card to Central Tavern, $25 gift card to Enzo's, and 2 $25 gift cards to Elk River. Goes to 108 Mitchell Street, Lisa Scott. Lisa, all right, we got the winner here. Lisa, this is your big winner. Congratulations. The place looked fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Really
I think it might even been a unanimous pick from everybody here.
Oh, really? Thank you.
All right.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. You look great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for showing up.
All right, I'd like to, let's move forward now with the, session with the Elkton Water Treatment Plant, our treatment technique violation that we had. Ran over from, the end of November into December of 2025. And we've got representatives from Infomark. We got Nathan. Come on down, Jeff Curran and, David Gopko.
Well, okay.
All right,
Well, David just wanted to introduce himself.
all right, sit down there and introduce yourself, David.
Get comfortable. Well, thank you, first of all, as, Mr. Hall said, Mayor, thank you. My name is David Gapo.
Gapo.
That's okay, that's the Portuguese. I am the Regional Vice President for Infomark. Thank you all for giving us the opportunity to come here today and talk about the technique treatment violation as you described, Mayor. As you know, I don't want to steal too much thunder from my colleagues here who are going to walk you through the event and what happened and how it happened, why it happened.
Can you pull that microphone right up to you so the folks
Sure.
in the back can hear? I
Sure,
appreciate that. There you go.
There.
Yeah, that's great.
All right, as I said, how it happened, what happened, and what we have done to correct the problem, remedy the situation, and prevent it from happening again. You know, Deb, we operate a lot of facilities, and these facilities present a lot of challenges in the operations. And we put in best practices in order to mitigate some of these risks. Well, obviously, they're not always perfect. But we learn from them, and, we make modifications to our best practices, we improve on them, and we work hard to prevent them from reoccurring. So this was unfortunate. It was a treatment technique violation, as Nathan and Jeff will describe to you, shortly. And, thank you again, thank you for your time. And I'm gonna turn it over to the day-to-day experts here to really give you some detail.
Okay, appreciate that. David, pleasure meeting you.
Same here, thank you for your time.
All right, who's gonna come down here? We're gonna fire, but, fire at us.
You can seat up here with me.
Okay, sure, thank you.
My name's Nathan Louch. I'm the regional manager for, Eastern Pennsylvania, Delaware, and Maryland.
Jeffrey Karen, area manager for Eastern Pennsylvania, Delaware, and Maryland.
It should pick up if you keep it in between.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Can everyone hear in the back?
Yeah, okay.
In order to meet the long-term enhanced treatment technique for, cryptosporidium is mainly what it's for.
And before you start, I want to ask you to try to keep it so we can all kind of understand a little
Yes,
bit,
we're-
okay?
yeah.
All right.
So there's, two ways the town water plan has to treat, to meet this, treatment technique. One is filter turbidity, so that's the
Clarity of the.
clarity of the water, and then UV disinfection. So with the water turbidity, we have to be below a certain level for 95% of the time, but we can never go above a 0.3, two times in a row, so 5 minutes. So if that ever happens, it could be Monday or the first day of the month. The rest of the month, we're out of compliance just for that 5-minute window. Now in November, it was, there were 7 times of that window, but that should never have happened. One thing that we found when looking at the plant, is we don't have any automatic shutoffs. So we had talked with, Mr. Lewis about, about, making sure we're manning the plant 24/7. And, we have moved towards that, so whenever the plant's operating, there's an operator there at all times, so that they can manually shut off the filter before it gets anywhere near what limit, we have set. And then we have hired a field technician who is checking the offsite locations, so that way we can make sure there's always an operator on site. And then we also put in an alarm system. We didn't have an alarm system, so now we do. So if the filter gets, I'm gonna try to keep it as, but, okay, so say 0.15 is the turbidity limit that we set. They get alarmed at 0.08. So we pretty much cut the turbidity level in half. That's when they get alarmed, that's when they have to start making plans to backwash the filter and keep the turbidity down.
Can I interrupt you?
Yeah.
Can I expand just on Nathan's point earlier about the turbidity?
Right.
And the filters, the media filters that you guys have in place, and he mentioned automation.
Mhm.
Right now, the samples, as he mentioned, are taken every 5 minutes, which is very frequent. And as I said earlier, that presents challenges, operational challenges, because 2 of those samples in a row, every 5 minutes throughout the whole day, just slightly above parameter, the entire month is out of violation according to the regulatory agencies, which is very challenging. Now, a lot of facilities, this is an older facility, and we have a lot of our best practices in place, as I mentioned earlier. A lot of facilities will they go over that limit or come close to that limit, they'll shut the filter down, or they'll automatically backwash. Elkton's facility is all manual, so we've got to be there in more than 5 minutes. I'm just presenting the challenges to you. Again, the best practices aren't always perfect, but we learn, we're getting better, and as Nathan's explaining how we're getting better at it. Somebody's there all the time with implementing alarm systems that will alert us hopefully sooner at a lower level, so that before we get to that level of regulatory issue, where it can give us a little more time to backwash the filter, shut down the filter and direct water to the other filter so we can meet that turbidity standard. Does that make sense?
I'm following it. Yep.
Yeah, you recently lowered the standard, what was it?
No, I don't think they lowered.
No, we, so,
The first one?
so the water plant was set up that, okay, if it hit 0.12 to 0.15, they were supposed to backwash.
Okay, but you've now,
Made it 0.08 and put an alarm in place.
So now we go,
Yeah.
no channel,
Yes,
no
yes,
chance.
yeah, no chances, because, and as David mentioned, no, we're kind of get, but, we're hopefully budgeting, we did, give a capital budget for this year, that hopefully can move us towards getting the filters to automatically shut off. That's the one thing we really want to push for this year, so that helps us so much.
To help me understand, if you manually or automatically shut down the filter,
Mhm.
that means there's no water flow coming through, right?
Correct.
And we're pulling off the storage tanks or wherever it may go, and then you clean the filter.
Yes.
And then you're back up and running
Yeah.
very quickly.
Yes.
Okay, so in this case, what happened was we went over that 0.3 number before we backwashed.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's one part that we have.
That's one log of removal, so we
Yeah.
have two options to meet the log of removal, one is the turbidity, the second option is UV disinfection. So we have a UV system backup that is constantly running. We had an issue with the UV system where it was showing that we had 1.5 log of removal, but when we did the actual calculations, we found out that it was underdosing. So the system said that it was correcting, and then we did the manual calculations and found out that we were underdosing, and that's where the violation came in from the UV system. So that issue has also been corrected. We've increased the dosing to, 3.0. And we've also instituted a manual calculation multiple times a day, so we're calculating not only through the system, but, the operators are calculating manually, 6 times a day to ensure that we're meeting the compliance limits for the UV system as well.
I'm learning more about water treatment than I've ever learned in my life, right? We started treating UV treatment on this because we found that cryptosporidium
Mhm.
in the water in 2017, correct?
Yes.
So prior to that, this was never checked, it was never required to be checked by the state, correct?
Yes.
So it's probably something that's been in our water forever
A very low level.
At low levels.
level.
at low levels.
Yeah.
So we did a test and we found it was in our water in 2017, and that's why we started treating for that.
Correct.
I think one of the things that I was reading on a lot of the posts on social media was the residents were very concerned about their water not being chlorinated but the water, that's a whole separate issue.
Yep,
We're
yep.
chlorinating that water every day, right? And
Correct.
every minute.
Yeah, it can't go out of the plant without a certain amount of chlorine in it.
Could I comment? The chlorination at 1 to 3 parts per million has no effect on cryptosporidium. So that's a separate, that's mostly for bacteria.
And that's why LT2 like you said, came about. They, I think it was in 2015, 2016, they realized that, okay, crypto is a little more resilient and chlorine can't kill it.
Okay, and then one of the other questions, that was posed to me was, okay, we noticed, how did you notice that we were out of compliance? Was it manually or how did you find out? How did
Question.
MDE determine that we were out of compliance?
There's a dosage, so like we had said, we need to meet one log, there's a certain dosage, it's 2.5 millijoules per, I think, cubic or square centimeter. And we were around 2.
through
So it
our,
wasn't, yeah,
we
yeah,
report it.
yeah.
We have to report
Yeah,
monthly,
yeah, that-
these,
yeah.
these results.
So it wasn't that the UV wasn't working or it just wasn't meeting that level.
That higher level that we needed. And we don't test for crypto,
We're not, no.
I thought
we
that's
don't
where
test
you-
on that on a daily basis, or we
It's
don't
not-
even
it-
really, we don't even really ever test for it.
These measures were put in place that if it is in the water, this would eliminate it. There's no test saying that that we even had it in the water. It's simply, if it's there, this would eliminate it.
So it's theoretical.
Right.
No analytical data to support there's anything in the water.
Correct.
There's no analytical data saying that the water was unsafe. It's just a treatment process that needs to be in place. So it's theoretical, disappear. So we had to report it. The treatment process itself was not within parameter, so we needed to report that to the regulators.
Okay,
And so
you had,
I have a question from following up with what Rob just asked him. Even though you're not checking for that, you don't see it, to prevent it in the future, we have to monitor, somebody's got to be able to see that before it gets to the point. In other words, we never had this problem before, we never thought of seeing it. Now, what's to stop us from having it again if you're not monitoring?
you wanna take it?
Well, yeah, we have to meet the treatment techniques.
How would you see it if MD or somebody doesn't come and tell you about?
Well, so we put the alarms in place, we're keeping the turbidity as fairly low, pretty much half of what it could be. The UV, so that should help us, that's one side of making sure we meet this requirement. The other side is with the UV. The UV, we actually increased, so we're at 3 logs removal instead of the 1. We only need to meet 1, we're at 3. We're scheduling quarterly inspections by the company that makes the UV system to come in and look, do some training with us. But, but having somebody else who, that's what they look at every day, make sure, okay, this is good, and, oh, okay, does this need to get replaced, or what services need to be made? We also are gonna make sure we have, the recommended spares on site, so that if something would happen, we're replacing the spare, we're not taking the unit out of service to fix, we're replacing what we put in.
So
That's what-
keep in mind, just to add to that, keep in mind, Commissioner, that, MDE did not come in and tell us we were in violation, we reported it. So we reported that we had a technique violation. MDE is just the regulatory agency that issued the notice of violation. So to answer your question, Nathan, was the best practices that we put in place and additional technology to prevent us from reaching that, turbidity level. As we described earlier, now at 0.8, an alarm goes off and we've got to get there and backwash the filters. And, training and alarms for the UV system to notify, so we know that the dosage is adequate to meet the log removal required.
So all that you said and all that you're gonna add and the training that you're gonna do and the alarm system, then basically this was a specific period of time when you had mismanagement.
I'd say-
Or if it wasn't mismanagement, then you had some things that operate or some things that go around the clock evidently didn't do what it was supposed to do.
I would say, as I said earlier, our best practices were not perfect, yes. We have improved on them. So, mismanagement, I would.
So I wouldn't say mismanagement, well, I did say that, but
Yeah.
you know, it's one of two things. If something is not operating right, you have people there to make sure that's right. And obviously, on the job, you found something that was misleading or wasn't correct, so you reported it. So in the meantime, you have people there on the job who's supposed to making sure that this is accurate. Because I noticed that before, you never had an alarm system, is that correct?
Not on the.
But you have one now, and some other things that you didn't do before, you're doing them now, so I'm not pointing the finger, but I'm just saying, mismanagement is a constitution of a whole bunch of people or things not operating.
Lessons learned, yes.
Okay, I'm fine.
Gene, any comments, questions? Robert? Good?
No, I have none.
I'm gonna ask the audience if there's any questions or comments that they may have that we're not, we're all learning this together. The one comment that I do have is, we have a 2-filter system. Is it possible you could do a triple filter? Or 4 filters, or,
They have the room.
I
Is it-
mean, there could be, I mean, we could do membrane filtration, but, you know, in that area, but it would be a fairly large, capital. And,
I mean, there's certainly different technology and added technology that could enhance the treatment process for sure.
and then,
We can talk about that.
and then kind of my last question before I'm gonna ask anyone in the audience if they have any questions or comments. This, from it coming through the water plant, this was only the water that's coming through from the Big Elk Creek, correct?
Correct.
So anyone that's being serviced off of our wells throughout the town, this doesn't even come into effect? Or am I?
I mean, it would blend in the distribution system.
It would blend in and probably dilute it to a degree, right?
Correct.
Good point.
So how much water do we pull out of the Big Elk Creek compared to our whole system? So I think
About,
Percentage?
I think it's about 50%.
about 50% comes from the Big Elk Creek. And so 50% of it is what we're treating with the UV, with those type of filters.
Yes.
Okay.
Good point.
All right, I'm gonna open up the floor. Anyone has any questions or comments, to help us out up here? We certainly, could use any, comments if you do. I'll open up the Zoom meeting if anyone wants to raise their hand and have any questions or comments about this.
I have one question,
Yes.
if no one else does.
I don't see any,
No?
I don't see any hands.
Okay. Do certain environmental issues play a part in this, like weather, storms, anything like that? That would,
For crypto,
would-
means
that
for-
would increase the turbidity
I mean,
enough to,
well, I don't know that, cryptosporidium is.
What do you see that? Well, she's asking a general treatment question.
Oh, well, the weather,
I think it's a good.
Well,
good
to make-
question.
so that's one,
general,
yes.
not specific.
Okay, well, so, the Elkton water plant is direct filtration. So that just means we don't have a large flock tank, we don't have large settling tanks, it's all in these small units inside the plant. And usually you wouldn't want to use that when you're pulling off a river, because the river gets turbid really quick when it does rain, and then that limits, how say fast you can operate the filters. But usually gotta slow things down when the incoming turbidity is very high. Usually, it's called conventional filtration when it's a larger plant that has has settling tanks in front of it, because then that gives the, turbidity in the raw water time to settle out before it gets to the filters to treat. But yes, storms really, I mean, at times we have to shut the plant off just because it is
Because
that
of that,
turbid
right?
that we can't treat it.
I was just curious to see if maybe during that time period, if that could have been a contributing factor or not. I was just curious.
That's a very good question.
We had our water manager at one point, it's been a while ago, mentioned something to us about the intake at the water plant.
Mhm.
Trying to find a solution to perhaps, avoiding sediment a little bit better.
Okay.
It's above my pay grade. I wasn't sure what he was referring to, but I've often wondered if that's something we should be pursuing.
Well, so I know there used to be more than 2 ponds there by the water plant, because one of them was there by the raceway.
Mm-hmm.
And that was originally meant for, okay, when there would be storms, you could use that as a settling basin. for the
You don't want
wetland.
this ponds, this
But it-
ponds are frequented by geese.
Right,
right,
that's why.
And if you
So
wanna
we're not
find
gonna-
some Cryptosporidium,
Yeah,
that's where it's to go,
Yeah.
because it'd be
Cut
concentrated
them
there.
off.
Yeah,
Uh,
Well,
worst
Mark,
thing-
you're here. Did you have a comment at this time or no?
What she was talking about, I was thinking, the raceway is basically just we dredge it out, and 6 months later it's full, cause it's settled. I was thinking, maybe we could put a pipe in at the beginning of that, and feed it down to where it comes in. And then when the water switches over quicker, when it starts cleaning up, you can drain that dirty water out quicker and have better water quicker. I mean, right now, if we could dredge that and 6 months later, that thing's full. The intake to the plant is up here now, and originally it was way down here. When they redid the plant, they raised it, so that the raceway stayed deep. And it's a settlement, but it settles so fast. If you had a pipe at the beginning, you could run that water through that pipe to the intake. And as soon as the creek, you could flush that out, and you would have the turbidity as long.
Maybe we can talk a little more about that offline.
Yeah, that just,
It's a,
That would be.
Listen, Mark's
that
been
would be
here
good.
120
Yeah.
years.
oh, wow.
I mean,
Well, good, Mark.
all solutions are more discussion.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, well, listen, thank you, we're open to all discussions, all ideas.
Great. I'd like to
take-
hear how this one goes.
We take this very seriously, all our plans, and, no exception at all, so. We wanna work with the town, and work again on our imperfections and make sure we get this right, so we don't have to have this discussion.
Well, listen, we've been partners with Inframark, Severn Trent prior to that, since, the late nineties. And you guys have been a great partner with the town of Elkton over the last, I mean, this is our first violation that I'm aware of since that time, something of this nature. And it puts us all in a panic. You know, I don't wanna be drinking, cryptosporidium, and, I have no idea what the heck that is, that still I don't know what it is. But I did feel a little bit better to find out that we didn't even treat this, prior to 2017, so it's something that we put in place,
As an added barrier.
as an added barrier. Yes, ma'am?
If you boil the water, does that kill the?
So,
If the temperature of the water exceeds 147 degrees, it'll kill sporidium. So you don't have to boil it, but you have to have the temperature, but that'll kill it. But the probability of cryptosporidium being in the water has not been verified because it's not the finished water isn't tested for it. So the probability comes from the increased particulates if it's not filtered properly. So that's what the turbidity issues still are here. That help you?
Thank you.
Okay.
Well said, Louis.
well, listen, Lewis is our resident expert when it comes to water and wastewater.
No, I just read EPA documents.
Present.
Well, listen, let's, make sure we receive no more violations.
We don't wanna let you guys down, really don't.
And, I think that, quite frankly, I think you've taken a good step of these devices in place, to make sure that this doesn't happen again. And, that's what we're hoping for, right? And I don't think that we've really ever said no to anything that we need at our plants to make the water better for our residents. I mean, I remember, I know going back 12 years, we had the award-winning water for many years in Elkton, the award-winning, and, I wanna get back on that track again.
Mayor, the next time I'm in front of you, I hope we're presenting an award to you.
There you
On
go,
our
thank
water
you.
treatment quality.
Thank you. Well, thank you. Any other further questions, staff? Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
It was definitely a help. Okay, do we have anyone here from the Daughters of the American Revolution? Come on down, ladies. I think our job with you is gonna be so easy today. So we already approved putting that tree up, but I think you just need a signature.
Signature and
Well, listen, tell us what you wanna talk about, but it's already approved. We approved it on, I'm trying to think of the date to plant a tree. Yeah, well, go ahead. Tell us, if you're here, let's tell us the story. And state your names, please.
yes, this is on. I'm Debbie McEwen, and I grew up here in Elkton. I'm vice regent of Daughters of American Revolution, the Harbor of Grace chapter. And there were the Maryland State DAR regent had offered to plant a liberty tree in state of Maryland, throughout the state of Maryland, many trees. And there was a group of 4 of us, local chapters, the head of Elk, and then 4 or 3 Harper County chapters. We met and offered different locations. I offered Elk Landing, and that was selected out of the 4 sites. So what this is offering the Liberty Tree. They were planted, there was a Liberty Tree up in Boston, planted in the 1700s. And that's where people used to rally around.
Okay.
So with America, the 250 coming up, the state regent offered this to be plant these trees throughout the state. So what we're asking is for this tulip poplar seedling to be planted. If you'll approve it, it sounds like it is approved. It was approved by the board at Elk Landing. To plant that, we'll supply the soil, we'll supply the fencing. We have a little sign, aluminum sign, to mark the site. And this tulip poplar tree grows between 70 and 120 feet tall,
Wow.
35 or 45 feet wide. And it does flower in May through June. There's like a yellow, green flower. And it grows like 2 to 3 feet a year.
Wow.
But we need a commitment from the town of Elkton to maintain this seedling so it can prosper and grow to that height. There's a lot of, like 64 acres at Elk Landing, I believe. And I was just wondering if the town of Elkton has access to an arborist that could help with the locating the place. We know we want to have it out away from the Hollingsworth house. Obviously, we're away, have plenty of acreage to do that, but we have to test the soil. And, it's very important to have a good drainage there, 6 hours of sunlight a day. And the first year, they said it needs to be watered like twice a week, depending on the rainfall. So that's quite a commitment that we're asking for.
You really don't have a whole lot to add, except, my name is Pam Johnson, and I'm Region Head of Elk chapter. And I do live locally, so if there was any need for assistance in watering this tree, I could make myself available.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I believe that this is something that we'd love to have. My guess is, why would we want to turn down the Liberty Tree, right? And I would say to you that hoping the board will support it today, then I would tell you that we will make sure that we get the arborist involved. We'll work with your team, and we'll make sure that that tree grows to 200 and plus feet, or 120 feet, I guess. It won't take too long. Lou, you're in charge.
Is this a bulb and burlap tree, or it comes in, or?
There'll be a little seedling.
Huh?
There'll be a seedling.
A seedling?
Really?
It's not popular with beavers, is it? Now, the reason I say that, because we planted a lot of trees one time on a project we're working on, and the beavers cleaned them out in one night. I don't know if there's any down Elk Landing or not, but the beavers love little stuff like that. But we'll put a fence around it and have it
We offer
for
the
guards.
Yeah, they're offering all that.
We'll provide the fencing, the soil, the mulch, a sign to mark it.
But you need a certain type of soil, acidic or, something like that.
Well,
Drainage.
It's gotta be put in the right place.
Okay.
well, listen, do we have a motion to accept the proposal to plant a popular tree at, historic Elk Landing, 590 Landing Lane.
So moved.
Second.
Second, any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
There you go.
Thank you.
Done.
Christine, did you have
Thank you
any
very much.
questions or? you good?
No, I
You're
knew we would need to talk to an arborist to figure out a good
Okay.
spot, because we have some large, oak trees already kind of in between the two houses that are good, 90 footers. And we want to make sure that wherever we plant it, it's going to be able to grow properly, not destroy foundations of the houses, that sort of thing. So we have to work around the large trees that we already have on the property.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Awesome.
You'll work with Gene Minner and we'll get you an arborist.
Okay. Do you, do you need my card or anything? You have my email, you guys?
We're good. Gene has it.
Gene has it, yeah.
You're good.
Mhm. Yeah, I send you emails periodically. So,
Well, ladies, thank you so much.
thank you.
Thank
You'll
you.
sign this?
Nice to meet you.
I will autograph that. Let's get that tree rolling.
I didn't fill it in.
Do we need to fill it in or you can?
I wanna write it in.
Okay. Yeah, they give it right back to you. Or
Christine,
I'll get,
I didn't know about the last meeting.
I have fixed my
Oh, okay.
distribution list, yes, I
Okay.
haven't sent, the next meeting will be,
So I think so.
I think next week, but I
Really?
think so. It creeps up on.
I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, I don't think I've sent out reminders. and it's just
Planning has to do that, then we're good.
Tuesday of
Let
the
me
month,
see. Organization of Chandler Belton.
and I think, is that,
And so,
not next week, but the week after, this is the,
And is it always 4:30?
there you go, and then someone from Elk Landing has to sign it, maybe they'll be.
Right,
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you.
great, whenever you come to me.
All right, I wanted to bring up, one other thing, over the past, several,
And then I can scan it and send it to you.
okay, over the, maybe. Over the past couple months, we had the group from SAS, which is the group that has the modeling system for the flood mitigation. Came in and, did a presentation to the board at one of the meetings that I wasn't here. And then we also had, a little tour in Elkton that we were able to, walk downtown with the folks and they took a look at the Big Elk Creek, the, senator, I can't think of the senator's name right now, but they came through. I sent the board over the proposal. The proposal from, let's see, I got it right here, from the Daily Group. They actually may be on the Zoom meeting right now.
Hey, Mayor, it's Steve Rager with SAS. I'm actually here.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you? How's everyone?
I'm doing good. I'm kind of giving an update. So we have the quotation here in our hands and a couple of the little, so it was for a total of $1,585,542.
That's over 3 years, just to confirm.
Yes, over a
Yeah.
3-year
Yeah.
process. Each year would be $537,401.87 to build this modeling tool for us.
Mhm.
And, I think it's something that we all liked. We all saw some value in this. And we know that we can get some funding from the state of Maryland if we commit to this. But I guess the, question I have for, yes, I guess the question I have for staff over there real quick. I'm not,
You're not budgeted.
that's correct. My
You
question,
don't have the revenue.
yes, my question is that this will be an item that we will be budgeting for. if we have the ability to do it. Wait a second,
For
Lou.
27.
Yes, and then here's the other question. Have we received our audit information back?
Not yet, they're gonna have the draft next week.
Next week we'll have it.
Except for Larson Allen has it.
Okay. My question is, does the board have any questions or comments in regards to this quotation? Do you feel that it's something, we need to let these folks know whether it's something that we think that we're gonna plan for and do or not do. That's what they're asking me,
Okay.
right? We know that we can get some help from the state of Maryland, but the question comes out, I don't wanna keep them on the hook and just drag them out. We either can't do it at this time, we wanna wait until our audit information gets back, we need to budget it, as Louis said, but I just need to know how you guys feel. Is this something that we believe is a value, the warning system, or do we use the Brewster Bridge warning system that we currently use?
I think we all see the value in it. I think we all see the money involved,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what it's gonna come down to. I'd like to see some assurances that we would get some money from the state to help us. And also what our budget's gonna look like for 27. Yeah, I think it's just a little, I don't think we can give an answer right now.
Earl, how do
You
you
know,
feel?
with one with the time frame when you said we need to give them an answer. Like I said, I would like to see what our audit looks like, where we can budget it.
Mhm.
If we can, but I don't really have, yes answer right now.
Understand. Charles?
I was
Do you
with
feel-
them, I was with them on both occasions, and, they present a challenge. And everybody was favorable in accepting that challenge, including myself. Just like the other two have just mentioned, I don't know what the time frame is to give an answer, but yet we have to consider the finances, however, they might be.
Gene, any comments? Same?
No, they got it all covered.
Okay.
What time frame are we looking?
Well, we got, one, we have to see what our audit looks like. Do we have any, additional funding for this coming fiscal, which we don't know. We really don't know. And, I wish I could give you guys an answer. I know you're on the line there. But at this point, I can't we just don't have the ability to enter into an agreement without knowing, what our finances are. And, we'll keep you in the loop as we go. I guess that's the best way that we can handle this. But you're definitely, on the top of our list. But I wanted to make sure I brought that up so that the board knows that, this is one of the items that we wanna see how we can move forward with it. Sound good?
Do they have a consideration for time?
Yeah, I think their consideration is like now.
Yeah, but we're here to help whenever needed, for sure. I think one thing, if I can make a quick comment, is totally understand about the audit. Mayor, you and I have talked about that, and totally understand about the audit. One thing I did want to mention, and it was Senator Zucker who was there with us a couple months ago. I just wanted to bring up what he also mentioned, that the state of Maryland has that fund that what you guys are looking to do, that you can actually get reimbursed from the state for this type of solution. So I just wanted to make sure you remember him mentioning that, and also he was willing to help appropriate additional funds needed in the out years.
Okay, thank you, Steve.
Mhm.
All right, I have nothing else to report. Lou, you had, I got here right here next to me, for a water sewer rate study.
Yeah, you can, I wanted just to give you a copy of the proposal, so you have time to look at it. It's not on the agenda yet. But it's a pretty comprehensive analysis of the water and sewer rates.
Yeah, I think that's something that we have to take a look at.
Significant effect on the community, so I wanted to get it in your hands to look at it. Plenty of time to think about it.
Do you have anything on your report tonight?
The only thing, you did sign the
I signed that.
bill contract, yeah, so we can get started on the lead abatement project at the Armory. I wanna get that moving.
Perfect.
Well, Louis, you also sent, some pictures and an update on the building process out on 213, you wanna give a synopsis for that even right
So
now?
you're hurting, that private houses?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, they have, 5 houses under construction already, and, they're moving very quickly, building those houses. I was surprised how quickly they're doing it. And, I think when I talked to Chip, that, maybe a couple of them are already, called for, it might be sold already.
yeah, there were several already under contract.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, so it's very promising with that development taking off. A lot of work involved, and they got a lot of people out there working, as, might be a couple CVs out there, I don't know.
There you go.
Mhm.
Oh, that's right, they'd be done already, wouldn't it?
Right.
Where are things with the traffic light?
I don't think the traffic lights are operating yet. Oh, obviously not. I don't know when that's gonna happen. They're just blinkers anyway, you know, not gonna make any big difference.
has there been any difference in the apartments as far as numbers go, or do you know?
No, the last time, I'm not sure if they have 24 people there yet or not. I haven't checked lately.
I'm good.
Gene, you have anything? Charles, good?
I'm good.
Earl?
No, everything's good.
Robert?
Yeah, I've been quiet.
All right, now's the time we open up the floor for anyone who has anything to say for the good or bad of the town. Anyone have anything to say this evening? All right, anyone on the Zoom meeting have anything to say today?
I do have a thought, but I wanna.
Yeah, come on up. Stand up.
Oh.
Yep, you're up. Come up.
So my name is, Sharon Glasso, and, I've applied over the last couple of years for a commission, Commission on Women, Economic Development Commission. I've never heard a response. And this time this year I applied for the Women in Commission. So I think I've been working with someone, her name is Tammy. I think her name is Tammy. I've been sending her all my documents.
Maybe you're doing this on the county level.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
So am I at the wrong meeting?
We probably do. Do you live in town?
So I live in Elkton,
What's your address?
2210 Stonegate.
Stonegate is not us.
The town limits.
If you're not in the town limits,
But you definitely need to speak with the county, government and attend one of their meetings.
So I have to figure that out. But
Yeah,
I
so they-
definitely am trying to get more engaged, but it's been.
yeah, so they normally, I think, meet on Tuesdays.
Mhm.
But if you were in the town of Elkton,
Yeah.
love to have you as on one of our committees, because really need help on some of our committees, but you're outside the town limits.
Understood. So I need to reach out to the county
You do.
of.
Cecil County,
to see
County
the
executive's
Yeah, that's what
office.
you know,
probably the best.
Yeah, the county executive's office, yeah.
Okay. No, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
thank you. Thank you for,
That's okay. I figured I'd try to figure out this so that I better understand how to move forward.
understand.
All right, I appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay, I do see a hand up on the board.
Hi, Mayor. Can you hear me?
Yes, I got you.
Hi, my name's Jordan Smith. I'm with a company called Susquehanna Operational Services. We do drinking water for several municipalities up and down the Eastern Shore. I just had a question. I missed the beginning of the meeting because I was still at work. I just had a question about the public notice that you guys put out with the drinking water. And if you guys were having any other issues besides that notice, and if you guys were looking for any kind of contract operations or any additional help with your drinking water.
Jordan, I would love to have your contact information. If you could, maybe call back tomorrow or send us an email. I can give you my email address right now if you'd like to have it.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be
Okay.
great.
Okay, it's robert.alt, A-L-T, at elkton.org. But through the presentation we had here today, through the folks from Infomark, they appear to have a pretty good handle on the, issue that we have with the cryptos iridium, issue that we had.
Mhm.
But any information that you can send me, I will certainly love to, take a look at.
Absolutely. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Jordan. Any other hands? Seeing none, meeting's adjourned.